Hey everybody, Rich here with Christmas decor. It's that time of year. Yeah, it is November. So for many of us, that means you're getting out some Christmas stuff. I don't have a whole lot out. The goal this year was to wait until after Thanksgiving, but we're not going to be home for Thanksgiving and we're not going to be home for Christmas. So I thought, oh well, let's get the tree out and get it up so that we can enjoy it, because we're going to have a couple weeks there where we're not going to be home to enjoy it. So it's okay to get it up a little bit early. It's okay to put your Christmas stuff up anytime, but this was the first year where I haven't had Christmas decorations up in October. We actually decorated for Halloween, which is the first, but those Halloween decorations came down immediately the day after Halloween, which was Saturday. And I started pulling some things out of the closet, some Christmas decorations. You can see back here. But that's really it. That's all I've done so far. But I want to talk about artificial Christmas trees and how we pack them after the year is over, and then how we unpack them when we're going to put them up. So the tree I'm going to show you is all still in parts. This tree we purchased from a Christmas store down in Pigeon Forge. It was one of their display trees. It's a 10-foot tree, and so it didn't come with a box. But I have plenty of Christmas tree storage bags, and so this tree has been stored in the bag, I want to say 3 years now. But it does have the little micro lights, or the angel, like the fairy lights maybe. And so the cords, so yeah, it's pre-lit. And so the cords for the lights are very fragile. And oftentimes we forget about this when we have a pre-lit tree. We just pull it out of the box, we throw it together, plug it in. At the end of the year, we just pull it apart and cram it back down into the box or bag. And then what happens, and I've seen this many, many times, the second year, the third year, you start to get some lights that are not working because the wires have been pulled out or pulled apart or broken. And that's because we don't take the time to properly pull the tree apart and store it. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that. I'm going to flip the camera around so you can see the pieces of this tree. They're all laying out on the floor. Okay. So, like I said, this is a 10-foot pre-lit tree. So it comes into 5 pieces. But you can see, and like I said, I had these stored in bags. So I have very large Christmas tree storage bags. And but before I pack these in those bags, or even if I had the box, before I would put it back in the box, I have these big rolls of, it's cling wrap. It's really used for moving, when you wrap stuff when you're moving. But I take the time, once I get the tree apart, to gently push all of the branches in towards the center post, being very careful of the wires. And then I wrap everything in this plastic wrap. And so what this does is this really protects the lights and the wiring for the lights. Let's see. So here we can see how thin these wires are. Right? And there's a lot of lights and wires in this tree. So this is why it's very important to take the time to properly wrap everything up. So that way, when it's being put back into the box, if you have your box, or into a storage bag, tree storage bag, everything is kind of already held tight together. Those wires are being protected. The branches from this piece are not poking into this piece when you're putting it in. and pushing at the wires or pulling at the wires. So you really minimize the risk of damaging those wires by taking the time to do this. Now, yes, I do this every year after Christmas with every tree, whether it is pre-lit or not. I just prefer to store my trees this way because trees are not cheap. It's an investment. And when you take the time to care for your artificial Christmas tree in this way, you extend the life of the tree quite a bit. So I will do another video once I get this tree put together and show you what it looks like. And I'll also do a video of fluffing the tree. I do have to move some things out of the way. As you can see, we're still fall. And the manna will stay fall for a few more days. But yeah, okay. Well, that's it. I just want to talk about that, the unpacking of the tree, and the importance of being careful with it. Like I said, it will extend the life of your artificial Christmas tree if you just take the time to wrap these pieces and store them properly back in the box or in a storage bag. Now, if you have a room where you can move your assembled tree into, like a Christmas tree storage room, then you don't have to worry about this. You just want to cover your tree to keep the dust off of it. But okay, well, I will throw up another video once I get this tree together. All right, thanks everybody.